Many players have fought hard to rise from being average to great, but those are who went from greatest to become the worst players in football, fifth place. Fernando Torres was once considered one of the most lethal strikers in world football. His time at Liverpool was filled with explosive performances, where he became the club's talisman and one of the Premier League's top scorers. His partnership with Steven Gerrard made him an unforgettable figure at Anfield. After his move to Chelsea in 2011 for a then-record fee of $50 million, his form dramatically dipped. Torres struggled to replicate his previous performances and endured a long goal drought that lasted for over a year. Despite moments of brilliance, including scoring in the 2013 UEFA Champions League final, his time at Chelsea was marked by inconsistency. His decline continued as he moved to AC Milan and then back to Spain with Atletico Madrid, where he played but never returned to his previous heights. Fourth place Gonzalo Higuain enjoyed great success in his early years, particularly with Real Madrid and Napoli, where he became one of the best strikers in Europe. At Napoli, he had his career-best season in 2015-16, scoring an incredible 36 goals in Serie A, breaking the long-standing record held by Nordahl. This earned him a high-profile move to Juventus in 2016, where he was expected to continue his goal-scoring form. However, things began to unravel for Higuain, as his performances at Juventus became inconsistent. In 2019, after a series of poor performances and a failed loan spell at AC Milan, Higuain's career reached a low point. His poor performances led to him being loaned to Chelsea and later Inter Miami, where he ended his career in the MLS far from his prime. Third place. Alexis Sanchez was one of the most dynamic and exciting forwards in Europe at his peak. His time at Arsenal saw him become a fan favorite, with his relentless work rate, dribbling skills, and eye for goal making him one of the Premier League's best. Before that, his performances for Barcelona also earned him recognition as one of the best wingers in the world. However, after his high-profile move to Manchester United in 2018, Sanchez's career went into freefall. Injuries, a lack of fitness, and poor form plagued him during his time at United. Despite high expectations, his spell at Old Trafford was largely a disaster, and he was eventually loaned to Inter Milan, where he regained some form, but the level of play was far from what he showed in his prime. His career has been far less illustrious than what his early years promised. Second-place Kaká was once hailed as one of the best attacking midfielders in the world, winning the prestigious Ballon d'Or in 2007. His performances for AC Milan, including a stunning display in the 2007 UEFA Champions League, made him a household name. After a high-profile move to Real Madrid in 2009, Kaká struggled to replicate his form due to injuries and stiff competition in Madrid's star-studded squad. His time at Madrid was marked by injuries and a gradual loss of fitness, which severely impacted his performances. Despite brief flashes of his former brilliance, Kaká's career at Madrid was considered underwhelming, and after his time in Spain, he spent a final season at Orlando City in the MLS before retiring. His career decline came all too quickly after his peak years at Milan. Finally, Mario Balotelli was once considered one of the most promising young talents in world football. His combination of power, skill, and flair made him a standout at Inter Milan and Manchester City. However, Balotelli's attitude and off-field issues have severely hampered his career. At City, he won the Premier League and the FA Cup, but his on-field discipline and constant run-ins with managers, especially Roberto Mancini, led to his eventual departure. His time at AC Milan was underwhelming.